The NIKKE 1-year anniversary has just released, and last night was one of the most hype moments I've ever had being a part of a gacha gaming community. There were a lot of quality of life updates, a lot of new things that they displayed, interviews with the developers and with the VAs of the game. But being a lore channel that I am, I wanted to focus in on the Goddess unit and the main highlight of this anniversary event. Thanks to Intern Kun, we've had the key artwork for some time now, but we didn't have quite enough information to go off of, and the new PV that was released yesterday definitely has raised more questions as well as bridged some gaps. The PV that we were shown follows the original members of Goddess before the events of Overzone when the entire group still remained together. We have reveals of every single character, except for the legendary commander, and the new designs compared to the old ones definitely raises some questions. Of course, we can just wait for these chapters and this event to be released, but I'm especially curious to see how Scarlet went from a battle-hardened veteran to being a drunkard in the modern day. But today's highlight video is going to be about Snow White. For those of you that are familiar with my channel, Snow White is one of my favorite characters of all time in this game. Easily my number one out of all 101 Nikkes that are currently available for us to play. For those of you that played through Overzone as well as White Memory, you'll know that Snow White has had a cacophony of unfortunate events befall her. Just like her members of Goddess, she also has undergone many hardships and still lived to tell the tale. One interesting note from the Japanese livestream was the fact that the Goddess unit first started operation around 100 years ago. So that means for nearly a century, Snow White has been wandering the surface, fighting the Raptures in order to achieve her goal, to take down the Queen and avenge Lilywise. One interesting thing to note is that when reading through White Memory prior to knowing Snow White's alternative personality, it seemed very odd the way that she was acting compared to modern day Snow White. Of course, now we know that she went under a mind switch as well as a body swap in order to save herself from total destruction. But I can't help but feel incredibly bad for her. She looks like such a jovial and happy person in this PV, and just ready to help her comrades in any shape and form. It raises the question of what happened to Red Hood in order to make her MIA by the central government, and how exactly that affected Snow White as well as Lilwyse's death. There are a lot of crackpot theories floating around as to who this heretic could be that Red Hood is encountering in the PV. Some people think that this is the original Rapture Queen, while others think that this is a heretic version of Lilywise. Either way, I am excited to see how everything pans out. I also wanted to point out that Snow White is classified as a weapons specialist, so she very well could have been the one that designed all of Goddess's weapons, which is no small feat. These weapons, even in modern day, outclass every single Nikke that is currently in the arc, and of course, it's by the best cinnamon roll, Snow White. It's interesting to see Red Hood dote onto Snow White so much, and I can't wait for the actual story to be released for us to play through. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster, and words cannot describe how ready I am for this event to launch. Other small important things to note are the fact that we have brand new gacha skins with PTSD Dorothy and Haran, two things that I will be most likely picking up, and the fact that Small White is MLB for free. You're gonna get 4 copies of her when this event is over and you do all the grinding for the event during its duration. But I've never been so captivated with a gacha game before, nor have I ever been blown away by a 1-year anniversary. I've been a part of several gacha communities before this, the most recent one being Genshin Impact, and it just cannot compare to how hyped the NIKKE 1-year anniversary was. And Commanders, for those of you that are wondering if you saved enough wishes or gems in order to pull Red Hood, don't worry, the NIKKE team's got you covered. We're not getting 10 recruitment vouchers for free, not 20 or 30, for a grand total of 105 completely free wishes that you can get through grinding in the game. This is the most generous any gacha game has ever been for a 1-year anniversary, and I hope that they continue to give back to their player base as they are in this event. Are you excited for the 1-year anniversary, and are you pulling for Red Hood? Are you planning to MLB her or perhaps Core Max? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you're interested in lore, feel free to stick around, there is much more in store. But thank you all for joining me, Commanders, and thank you for the last year of support. It's been an amazing ride in the NIKKE community, and I can't wait to bring you more content in November. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and good luck on your pulls. Until next time, Jane.